Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to episode 11 of the Wrestling Wrap Up. I'd like to start off today's show, or this week's show, however you want to put it, by apologizing to fans because it was brought to my attention that I did not discuss Tough Enough on episode 10. And for the fans of the show, I apologize. I was really busy this week with my 9 to 5 job, and just today watched Tough Enough on my DVR, so again, I apologize. I'll start off episode 11 by talking about Impact. And believe me, between Tough Enough, Impact, and everything that's been going on this week with the world of professional wrestling, it's probably going to be more than one video episode this week. Impact started with a video package of last week's main event. Is it just me, or are there too many video packages to open shows now? I mean, I understand doing a video package for, a highlight of the upcoming matches, or even a pay-per-view. I understand that. But do they have to do a video package of last week's television main event? Really? RVD and Sting hit the ring after Immortal was already in the ring. Robert Roode and Fortune come out, and Robert Roode on the mic, to me, this week was awesome. To me, it felt like a real shoot, like he was really pissed off at Hulk Hogan for what he's done. I love the fact that Robert Roode said he had pride and Hulk Hogan doesn't. A very interesting point. Robert Roode said, and I quote, "I earn every penny I make." And he does. In the ring, he does. I will give him credit for that. The fact that he called himself Bobby Roode after, for the last 3 or 4 years now, trying to get everybody to call him Robert Roode, to me was a huge step in developing his character. I thought it was really interesting that TNA would allow them to mention Jay Lethal's firing or release on the air. The first match was Sargento or Sangarito, I think it is, against Suicide. For anybody that doesn't know, Sangarito is the Amazing Red under a mask, which I understand they're giving him something different to do, which, I mean, is fine with me. This was a great X Division match. I love the X Division. Sangarito won the match, and to me, I mean, that was an impressive debut for this new character. Hogan and Bischoff are shown backstage trying to figure out who the network is, the network executive is, or the guy talking to the network. And believe me, fans, if you haven't read the spoilers, I will not spoil it here, but it's not going to be much of a shock if you are a recent TNA fan in the last year or so. Mexican America celebrates Cinco de Mayo, which, by the way, I want to tell everybody, I learned an interesting fact on Thursday. You should not wish a Puerto Rican Happy Cinco de Mayo. Apparently it's like taboo or something. Mexicans don't like Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans don't like Mexicans. I don't know. More on that later on. You'll understand. What I meant by that was during the Cinco de Mayo... I can't even say it with a straight face, fans. I'm sorry. During the Cinco de Mayo celebration with... they brought in Hector Guerrero and Willie Urbina, who are the Spanish announce team for TNA Wrestling. And they were all lovey-dovey with Hector Guerrero, putting him over as, a member of the biggest Mexican wrestling family in history, of course, the Guerreros. R.I.P. Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. And they turn on Willie because he's a dirty, effing Puerto Rican. The reason I mention this is because I work with a Puerto Rican. By the way, Ashley, if you watch this show, no hard feelings. And I wished her a happy Cinco de Mayo. And I didn't realize it was an exclusively Mexican holiday. I thought it was a Latino holiday, so I made that mistake. Anyways, make a long story short with that, Inc. comes out to defend Hector and Willie Urbina and to defend the United States. I guess TNA management decided that Shannon Moore doesn't make a very good badass character, so I guess they're going to keep him a face. AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels versus Bully Ray and Gunner. You know, I love the Daniels Styles tag team. It's really good. I'm going to just skip through this because I'm wasting time talking about a show that really made little sense. Tommy Dreamer turned heel on AJ Styles, which shocked everybody, including me, because I don't think Tommy Dreamer makes a heel at all. And for everybody that thinks that Matt Hardy's partner is who everybody thinks it is, I think you're all sadly mistaken. Karen Jarrett in the ring with Velvet Sky. I thought it was cute that Velvet Sky led the crowd in a sloppy seconds chant. By the way, I'm pretty sure that the Mistress is not going to be Velvet Sky. I mean, it would be great for her. It would help get her to that next level, I think. But it's not going to be her, guys. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, Rob Terry versus Murphy. They both ended up getting kicked out of Immortal, supposedly. Mickie James versus Miss Tessmacher for the TNA Knockouts title. I absolutely loved Miss Tessmacher's ring entrance. And to quote the great Diamond Dallas Page, good God! And this match was very well put together. Miss Tessmacher looked really good for somebody that's pretty green in the business. Of course, everybody knows Mickie James retained the title. Mickie James versus Madison Rayne was made for sacrifice. If Mickie James wins, Tara is free from her personal services contract with Madison Rayne, which is what everybody has been waiting for. Because everybody knows Tara will mop the mat with Madison Rayne. God, I think I got a case of the giggles tonight. And again, the X Division guys confront Eric Bischoff about them not being on TV and not getting their spots and blah, 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 blah. Which is really interesting because, I mean, most of the internet wrestling community feels that they need to be on TV, and that's what made TNA famous. I really enjoyed the video package highlighting the RVD Sting World Title match at Sacrifice, and I know 7.5 minutes ago I said I hate video packages, or I don't like that they start shows with them, rather. This was really well placed, and I really enjoyed that video package. Jeff Jarrett, Winter, and Angelina Love versus Kurt Angle and Velvet Sky. I'm so tired, and I say this every week, but I'm so fucking tired of zombie Angelina Love. The Jarrett Angle part of this match was very intense, as usual. Velvet Sky pinned Winter after a double DDT on Angelina Love and Winter, which I thought was great. That again puts her up a level, I think, and I think they're really trying to get her into the world title picture, but I don't think they'll push it until Mickie loses the title because they don't want babyface versus babyface. Anyways, Kurt Angle congratulated Velvet and, said, hope this helps her get that one step closer to the Knockouts title. And he said that the chosen one would be revealed next week. I don't think it's Velvet Sky. More of Hogan and Bischoff trying to figure out who the network person is, which I think is either a waste of time or brilliant editing. I haven't decided. They closed the show with Hogan and Bischoff getting to their car, and spray painted on the side it says, "You're next." This leads Hogan in his infinite wisdom to plug Bill Goldberg in as the network guy. As they're driving away, you'll see the X Division guys come around a corner going, "Ha, Goldberg, who's next?" Ha ha ha. It was funny, but I mean, to me, it really didn't have a place in the show because everybody knows it's not Goldberg. Alright, I'm going to take a short break before I get into the Tough Enough portion of the show. Again, I want to apologize to all the fans that were looking forward to the Tough Enough portion of the show on very early Monday morning or Tuesday night, whenever I taped it. I don't remember. This is the Wrestling Wrap Up. I am your host, the Megastar Austin Savage, and I'll be back with part 2 to talk about Tough Enough.